basically in chiropractic, a lot of people think that it's just for neck and back pain, but the reality is it's so much more than that. And you see, really, chiropractors were interested in your back, in your aches and pains and dysfunctions, but we're really more interested in the overall function and health of your nervous system. So what I mean by that is, you have your brain that sits on top of your skull here, and you have your spine. And so down every single layer of your spine extends your spinal cord. Okay. And so the spinal cord forms all of your nerves that come out at every single level. And those nerves are so important because they go to every single muscle, tissue, organ in your entire human body. And so without our nerves, we really wouldn't have a communication between the brain and the body. And so the nerves is what connects the two. And so what can happen is whenever we get normal everyday stress, or we have slips, falls, it puts stress on our spine. And what can happen is, just like any other joint in our body, it can cause a little bit of a slip in that joint in the spine. So whenever that happens, you get wear and tear, inflammation at that level. And the inflammation can put irritation on that nerve exiting out of the spine. And so in science, we call this a vertebral subluxation, which is basically subluxation, so less than a dislocation of the spine. And it irritates that nerve. And so think of just like whenever that happens, that nerve cannot communicate the way that it's supposed to. Okay, simple explanation is, if we hit our funny bone, what happens is our arm and our hand goes numb. We don't have that normal sensation because the nerve isn't functioning properly because we had irritation to it. Or vice versa, if we slept on our side of our shoulder, what happens? Our arm went numb because we're irritating that nerve. It's the same thing in the spine, but the problem is we don't necessarily even sense the spine. 90% of subluxations don't even produce symptoms. And so we may have irritation to that nerve and not even know it. And it can be going on for 10, 20, 30 years. And we're not getting that adequate nerve supply to different parts of our body, especially your vital organs. And so not only can we show up in aches and pains, which is the reason why you're here in our office today, that can be irritating nerves to different parts of your body that can be causing all sorts of dysfunctions. So what we're interested in chiropractic is looking at exactly where that bone is misaligned, creating that inflammation on the nerve, and using specific and gentle adjustments to restore that alignment in the joint, allowing that body to naturally heal out that inflammation, releasing that pressure on the nerve, and allowing your body to function the way that it's intended.
So do you think college students should really strongly consider the chiropractic path if what that message was that you just shared with them resonates with them?
100%. And you should feed that process 100%. If you're really interested, I think nowadays in what's going on in the world, I think people are realizing that it's not about what's, science and what medicine can do for us, but it's rather what can our bodies do to heal naturally and function optimally. And so it's really about, we understand what health truly is about. And if you're interested in wanting to help people get healthier and promote the natural health message, I think chiropractic is an amazing, amazing thing to get into. And I always say too, learn more. I mentioned too, Dr. Ben, I was involved with the pre-med club, and I think the pre-chiropractic is something that needs to get spread louder so students can get exposed to the chiropractic curriculum, get exposed to the chiropractic world, and learn more about it. I had connections in medical world. I already met people from different medical colleges in the admissions panel. I had different mentors and colleagues that are writing me letters of recommendation. Like, to have that in chiropractic would be a beautiful, beautiful thing. And like you had mentioned earlier, get students interested in, for people that are committed, already learning the basics and fundamentals. So that way they're coming in with already that backbone, foundational knowledge and experience. That way they can just get started and chase their dreams and become the best chiropractor they can.